Well, good evening, everyone. I hope you all had at least a week. I know some people had better weeks than others. And yeah, so let's get into it. Say hey to everybody real quick. I already got somebody hanging out, so I'll bring him on while I got it. Ryan, you ready? I'm going to say he's ready. He's ready. What's up, buddy?
I'm ready. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing good. For some reason, I saw you speaking and I couldn't hear you. I didn't have my speakers set to the right setting.
Yeah.
I was like, crap, I gotta fix it.
Cheers, Anthony. Jake, what's up, buddy? Roger. Awesome. So yeah, this was just kind of a little impromptu thing. I was lucky enough to get my hands on a Booker's today, so I thought I'd open that up and give you first reaction tonight. Got the latest one, I should say. Hey, Russ, how's it going, buddy? Oh, we got another person joining us. How's it going there, Roger? Awesome. Just not Friday without a hangout, man, you know?
No.
That's little dig in there. No, we truly know why you guys are doing what you're doing and really appreciate it, Ryan. So I'm a big, that we've had that discussion. I'm a big supporter of it. I think it's a good way to do it, but we still get to hang out as friends and
exactly
drink some whiskey, talk about our week, talk about what's on your mind. Oh, here's Ernest. What's up, buddy? Cheers. Ernest was here last week. We hung out and had a good time. By the way, Ernest, you're always welcome. So if you're sitting at home being a bump on a log, you ain't that far away.
What are you huffing over there? Oh, you're tearing something.
Yeah, I had to tear. Sorry. So how's this view look? Is this a good camera setup? I want to see how this would look.
I like it.
Yeah,
that's good.
Nice. You never know, right? It's always, you can tell on your little screen, you go, oh yeah, I really like that. Or
yeah.
But even on your own StreamYard, sometimes you're like, oh, it looks really good. And then you go back to YouTube and you look and you're like, oh, it didn't look as good as I thought it did.
Yeah, crap. Maybe it didn't look that great.
That's right. All right, Ernest, we'll hit you. Hey, Mark, what's going on, brother? So Ryan, I know you had a week. What about you, Roger? How was your week, buddy?
It was good. Just trying to plan for a trip that we're going on next week and hoping the federal government doesn't shut down. And
so are you going to be able to answer? Are you going to be able to answer the joke? How many Polacks does it take to run a country?
Yeah, they know how to run it. Ours doesn't. Going to beautiful Poland. So
that's exciting, man.
It'll be fun. If
Absolutely.
we can get there and if we can get back, we might get stuck over there.
Don't say that. Yeah, it's finally cooling down here. That's why I did this. Did this outside. I was just like, man, it's just too nice of a night to not, So
yeah, it's a really nice night. Matter of fact, I got I got kids chomping at the bit going over next door to our bonfire.
Oh,
so
right.
I won't hang out too long tonight, but yeah, I got the kiddos to myself, and they are chomping for bonfire and s'mores tonight.
I can't say I blame them.
I can't. Yeah,
I did start a carnivore diet last week, and for those of you who don't know what a carnivore diet is, it's basically what it sounds like: all meat, right? So you have a little bit of cheese, lots of butter, lots of fat, lots of steak. So it's kind of like a spin on the keto type thing, but you cut out essentially all grains, fruits, vegetables, all that bullshit. I got to tell you, I'm already down 7 pounds, and I have like a crazy amount of energy that I have not had in a very long time. So it's very interesting that it's impacted me so much so quickly. So I'm excited to see how this thing pans out. I've
heard good things about the carnivore diet. At least people who do it short term. You know what I mean? That you can get some really good results with it.
Yeah.
I know some people that's done it for like medical reasons for long term.
Oh yeah, it does. Like if you have struggle with different like gout, GERD, all kind of joint pain, all that stuff, dude. My knees.
Like Lyme disease, it's huge.
Yeah, so it's interesting. This unfortunately is not on said diet, but I give myself the weekends to kind of relax because I figure being so strict on it. Yeah, it's not. I'm just not one of those that thinks you have to go hardcore.
Cheater.
Like I think you just got to change the way you think, right?
Yeah, This is on the carnivore diet. I think, therefore, it is.
It doesn't have any calories.
Yeah. Well, it's the carbs, man. It's the grain.
It's keto.
Yeah.
Bourbon is keto. That is the one alcohol you can have on a keto style diet is bourbon and whiskey.
Yeah.
Brown liquor.
Yeah, it has no carbs, but it definitely comes from grains, and there's a lot of when you get into kind of the background behind the carnivore and the science of it, that's why they're like, yeah, no plants.
So that's why you go with the higher proof stuff, so you don't drink as much. Am I right?
Yeah, that's it. That's right.
I don't know about that.
I drink a lot of high proof stuff.
Just saying.
I mean, come on. You mean if I drink high proof, I have to drink less?
No, I don't think you have to.
Oh, have to.
Put this mic here.
You might say you're not going to drink, and then you do a bottle kill.
Yeah.
True.
We've all been there.
Yep.
I laughed
so
when I heard.
Can you guys hear me okay, by the way? I didn't check to see if my mic was working right.
Sounds good.
Ref.
Mine's probably not that good, but
okay.
Yeah, we can
hear
hear it.
Yeah. You sound a little distant, but it's all good. So anyway, let's. I'm gonna get into this Booker's because I got it right when I got off work, and I've been thinking about it all day long. So this is 2023-03, and it's called a Mighty Fine Batch. Mighty Fine. Comes in at a whopping 126.6. That seems to be consistent. Like, I think I've seen that proof on Booker's before. And 7 years and a month. Ooh.
I'm interested to see what you think about it.
Yeah, me too.
You got that one bottle, that one Booker's. Which one is that you were like, went gaga over?
Kentucky tea.
Kentucky tea, yeah.
Kentucky tea is so good. And I'll probably go grab that in a minute and do a little side by side. I also got a Redbreast tawny port finish today too.
You having trouble there, Shane?
Yeah, this little tab is not wanting to. I got it now. Sorry about that. I almost had to call you over to help. Oh, that was a nice little pop.
Yeah, that's nice.
Hey, look at that. Booker's got their shit together using synthetic corks. I love it. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm interested what I'm going to drink tonight. This is like, because I passed on a little book today for $149.
Is it the latest one, the Bat 7 or whatever it is?
Yeah.
They say that thing is unreal.
Yeah, it's unreal at $149. I just.
Oh, God. This nose, man. That is a great nose. It's got that old Dusty Funk nose.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Jake, you don't drink anymore? Well,
that's a shame.
I'm glad you're still here. Yeah, I mean, maybe you need to. That's fine. Or less, or any less. You played me, Jake, and you won. Congratulations. Oh, God, this nose, man. I could sit there and just live in this.
How's it? Come on. Tell us. Mm-hmm.
It's got a definitely bean, right? You get the nuttiness, but it's got a like a creamy caramel. It's definitely a lot of spice, typical to Booker's, you know. Good evening, Jim.
What's up, Jim?
The finish isn't as long as I would expect. It starts kind of that sweet aromatic savoriness, and it goes towards oak. Oh, yeah, you get this. You get a real nice caramel note in there, like not a dark caramel, but like I know that I'm not explaining that well, but it's more like a sweet, creamy caramel.
Like a toffee?
Kind of, it's not. So toffee, I think, goes a little dark too. It goes more on the burnt side, you know, kind of those darker burnt notes. This one's, no, man, it stays at that sweeter side. It finishes fast, like it's gone. I mean, I've got a little bit on the sides, but for the most part, it's gone.
Is it more of like, so it's not, you say it's not the burnt caramel, but a darker, more molassesy caramel?
It's more, it's more sweet. No, more sweet and creamy caramel.
Oh, more sweet and creamy caramel. Okay.
Yeah.
Kind of like Werther's Original, kind of?
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, it's a little lighter. It's not a heavy dark caramel. It's more of a lighter.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Okay, gotcha.
No, that's good. That's good. I mean, if you like the bean profile,
I do.
You're going to like this a lot. That's right there. Like, that's good. And that, now that I've had a couple sips, the finish is hanging around a little bit longer. So it just needed some company, I guess. Oh, man. Well, Booker's, you know, I know 2021 was a real bad year for Booker's. Think about all three of those batches were kind of garbage. Was it 2021 or 2020? I don't remember. One of those years. I think 2020, all three was bad, or 2020. Anyway, this is solid. This is solid. This is a buy. This is a buy. This reminds me a lot of that Hardin's Creek, Jacob's Well I've got.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Yep. That's really good stuff.
It doesn't go as, God dang, man. It just hangs right there. Hey, Top Dog, cheers to you, buddy. What is that? can't quite place that note.
Come on, Shane. Thank you.
Yeah.
We need the Jeopardy theme music here.
I know, right? It's like, it's just, I can tell you the orientation and the palette. I just can't tell you where it came from. Oh, wow. Oh, that's good, man. Yeah. I mean, it definitely, it drinks, most bookers do, I think. They drink a little hot. It's definitely hot. It drinks like it's over 125 proof.
Oh.
Shredberg.
But it's not like, it's not aggressive. It's like, it's there.
Yeah.
Shredward's here. What's up, Shreddy? Oh, wow. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just really enjoying it. Like, even more so now that it's hanging around and I've got kind of rolling on in the palate. It's really nice. Really enjoyable.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had to dig into that little gift that Greg gave me a few weeks back.
Yeah. What was that?
It was the Woodford Reserve barrel proof single barrel sample.
Oh yeah.
That's the first one. I mean, I've had barrel proof before, or batch proof. Obviously, it's coming in 120.9, but I've never had the single barrel.
Yeah.
And that's damn tasty. 120.9.
Oh, okay.
That is, it's not a for resale bottle, so it's but it is damn good. Really damn good. I like it.
Yeah, that's kind of the sad thing about doing some of those barrel picks with those bigger distilleries is, they always proof that shit down and you're like, no, I want it just like I had it.
Yeah, I wanted it. Like, if I could buy a multiple bottles of this all day long, every day.
Yep.
I mean, this is freaking amazing. But yeah, that's the first time I've sampled into that. So, I mean, if you're opening a really good bottle, I got to follow suit and open something.
Right.
I opened up the Pinkies.
Pinkies?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I've had that one. That's one I've heard a lot of people rave about. I don't think I've ever had it. What is that one?
It's a cinnamon bomb. I mean, it starts out with cinnamon and kind of hangs on a little bit after you get through it, and then let it sit for a little bit. It gets a little bit mellower. But like you said, it's a Booker's and it's always hot. It always comes. Yeah. Always going to be a little hot.
And what did you say? What is the year on that one? I forget.
That's the 2022 fourth batch.
I may have that. Hang on a second.
I think you do.
Shane's got everything. Of course he's got some. It's like, I think I have that. He knows he has that.
Except for the C923. He does not have that.
No, he does not. And I love you, yet hate you a little bit for having that before us.
When you just get lucky and walk in and you're nice to the people at the places and they go, hold on 1 minute. And they know you're not just there to, hunt up junk. You're like, because I walked into Evan Williams wearing an Elijah Craig t-shirt. So yeah,
there you go.
They had an idea.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm a big liar. I don't have Pinky's batch. I was going to say, I couldn't remember. I thought maybe I had it, but I didn't. So, but what I did pull out was a Kentucky tea. I do have Charlie's batch and the Apprentice batch. I think Pinky's batch was the one before this one, if I remember right, before Kentucky tea.
Yeah, I've got Kentucky tea. I've got 3 of Pinky's batch. 2.5.
You like it that much, huh?
Well, I had an opportunity to buy it at $79.99, and I bought it.
Nice. Oh yeah, see, so there's the difference. Kentucky tea on the nose, I can tell you, Kentucky tea runs away with it.
Yeah.
On the nose, but yeah, because so Kentucky tea goes more of that the dusty butterscotch.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys have like those old dusty bottles, the old dusty butterscotch. Then that's where the nose goes on that.
I get that a little bit on a Y batch that I got from Elijah Craig beginning of the year. That was pretty good.
Well, hey, I'm going to shift over and watch you guys on chat, but I've got kids that are
yeah, man,
in the door. And I may see if I can. I may hop on a little bit later if y'all are still on. But
yeah, no
y'all
problem,
later.
man. Have fun. See ya.
Thanks, guys.
One ugly man leaves, and another one joins. Hey-o!
There we go.
Yeah, much better looking.
Yeah.
Cheers, buddy.
How you doing, Ernest?
Good, man. How about you?
Oh, fabulous.
Outstanding.
We sitting here. Are you kidding me? I'm sitting here drinking Booker's outside. Like, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that, does it?
Oh, I know. It's nice.
I'm
nice.
comparing two batches of Booker's. So, oh yeah, Kentucky tea.
Degrees.
Yeah, Kentucky tea is it, man.
Still
Wow. This one, don't get me wrong. This one's really good. This one just has more of that butterscotch, kind of the buttery smoothness. Oh, yeah. But, dude, I still love this. I am not mad at that bottle at all.
Only thing I have in the family.
What's that, a Knob Creek?
Yes.
Oh, is that the Legend?
Yes.
Oh, that's such a good bottle, dude.
Yeah, it is.
I'm so mad. I gave away all my backups because I was like, man, you got to try this. And then I went to go get my last backup, and it was already gone. I was like, oh shit! So now I've got like this much left.
Yeah. Getting kind of low.
Yeah, but dude, that is easily the top Knob Creek pick I've had. Like, it doesn't even come close.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Steve, cheers, buddy.
Sure.
Yeah, I was laughing. Somebody in town got a new batch of Knot Creek. And they said, "Oh, it's 10 years." And I looked at the statement. It's not 10 years. It's the 9 years, 7 months. But they relabeled them this year. They're like silver label, and it says exclusive barrel proof.
Oh. Here's my money.
And it's funny also that here in town, there's somebody's dropping a Four Roses single barrel tomorrow, and there's a lot of people waiting outside the store. I'm like,
for Four Roses? Come on, man.
Yeah, one that I already have four of. I'm like, no.
People are. You gotta think this thing's slowing down, right? Like, you talk to any of the liquor store owners, and they will tell you it's slowing down. But then you hear shit like that, and you're like, okay, then what is wrong with these people that are so obsessive? Like, here, I'll give you a case in point. I had a guy sign up today for Authors Guild, and he's from Chicago. In Chicago, the old Dragon Bones showed up at a private event. Someone brought it to share with some people at a liquor store called The Warehouse in the back room. And so it created kind of this underground sensation. So that happened. It wasn't the next day. I had like 3 or 4 people that were of obvious Asian descent because of their name join Storytime and try to buy all my old Dragon Bones bottles. Tried to buy them all. So one guy buys them all, and I have to call him up, and I'm like, look, dude, I'm canceling your order. I'm not letting you buy all of these that you just joined. Like, I'm not doing that. Well, come to find out, I mean, these guys were flippers, right?
Oh yeah,
for sure. And then actually, one of them ended up on unicorn auctions. One sold for like $650, right? So, and I know that it was that group, like the group from that area. So anyway, so this guy signs up today, and then he emails me and he says, hey man, I'm having a hard time logging in and seeing the bottles. Hey, Dan OB, how you doing? So I check his account out. I'm like, okay, yeah, you should be good now. He goes, oh, okay, thanks. Then he messages me back and he says, you don't have any old Dragon Bones? I said, yeah, we're getting ready to release it. He goes, no, I mean the original, the old Dragon Bones. I'm like, no, we've been all out of those for a long time. He goes, oh man, okay. Hangs up the phone. 5 minutes later, I get an email. Hey, I made a mistake. I need to cancel my membership. I'm like, what? So these people, again, these people are just committed sometimes to this chase for these unicorns. Because if you're going after that whiskey in that manner, and I tell you, hey, there's a new one that's out that I will tell you, this is between me and you, Ernest, and Roger. I think this thing is way ahead of the original Dragon Bones. It's just so much more enjoyable, and I love the original Dragon Bones, but this one's like, and if your take is, oh, I can't get that old bottle that I know that I can flip, so I was like, wow, that must be like, some people are just compulsive about it, where it's turned into such a business,
Oh yeah,
which is fine.
Yep, absolutely.
Whatever.
It's just like I posted it earlier, the 13th Colony, they're double oaked. If they don't think those are going to go on secondary, that somebody's buying, you think those are all going to get distributed and everybody's going to get one and all that type of stuff. I said, there's stores that are going to put them out at $300 and $400.
Right.
It'll be double retail, and then they're going to be already on the secondary at $500. That's because they're they got a buzz around them.
Right.
It doesn't mean it's that good. It just means that it's
Right. It's kind of like Detling, right?
Yeah. No.
I just kidding.
I like that.
I know you do, man. I know, that's why I'm just busting your balls, man. I'm just busting your balls. Well, hey, cheers to a Friday with friends. Thanks for jumping on, guys.
Cheers.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think I need a little more.
Wish I could be over there tonight, Shane.
What's that?
I wish I could be over there tonight.
Oh, yeah, no worries. We'll do it again 100 times over, I'm sure. You got to come over and try this new Booker's. It's damn good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good. And then, like I said, I got a new red breast called Tawny Port Finish. It's from their cask series.
I've seen that.
Yeah. Super
Where'd you pick
good.
that up at?
Same place at Lake Wiley Liquors.
Oh, okay.
He called me up. He's got
I'll have to get over there tomorrow.
Yeah, he's got some stuff in. He's got some more Bookers. He got a whole 6-pack of those. And I think this week he had the new Little Book. It's gone. He had a Michter's Toasted Rye. It's gone. He had a Blanton Straight from the Barrel. It sold in under 60 seconds.
Oh,
the minute he put it on the shelf, someone immediately turned and grabbed it.
Sounds about right.
He's telling me all this stuff. I'm like, holy shit. He's got some other stuff too. Parker's Heritage Rye. That came and went all in a day.
Did you see what they were selling at the Wild Turkey gift store?
No, what?
The new Rick House.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Jimmy was signing the bottles, and they showed a picture of it. There was probably 30 cases sitting there. And a couple people drove from like Cincinnati down there as soon as they heard it, and actually got bottles. Posted that they got bottles today, and I'm like, it's
how quick are those going to be on secondary? You think?
Well, you can only buy one, and they're $318.
Fuck off.
So no, that's okay.
Yeah, I just can't, man. I don't know. There are some whiskeys I'll pay some shitty, crazy money for that I shouldn't, but it's very few. And when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, that's wild. Like, I would do it, I guess, if like, say, somebody I knew was coming over and I was going to hang out with them and this was something they were really after, maybe. But god dang, man, $300 for a single bottle is just, it better be something legendary, right?
Yeah, especially when you can buy like 4 or 5 of the single barrel store picks for that same amount. And those are, those are going to be good.
Oh yeah,
those are good. My palate isn't fine enough for high price bourbon.
I hear you. So I was lucky enough, my cousin signed up for Author Guild when I started to show support. He's not a whiskey drinker at all, really. He was going to try to get into it. And he bought a bunch of bottles from me. And he ended up calling me the other day. He's like, man, I got all these bottles. He said, I ain't going to drink them. You want them? I'm like, fuck yeah, I want them. Because one of them, actually 2 of them, are the old Kingslayer rye, which was that Driftless Glen rye pick we did.
Oh, wow.
And I only got one of these. I didn't even have a backup because we only got 72 bottles out of the barrel, and then 2 of them got broken shipping, so there was only 70 bottles, and our inventory got screwed up online. So anyway, I normally would have had a backup to it, at least one in the vault. I didn't have one, so he says, "Oh, I've got one closed and then one that I took a couple pours out of." And I'm like, hell yes. So now I got a backup and I got a vault bottle. So that's pretty exciting. Then he had an open Christmas bottle. And then he's got a whole Christmas and Thanksgiving set still wrapped in the paper that I sent him in. So that's exciting. So I'm going to get all that back too. And a couple sexual chocolates. So I'm real excited about that. Yeah, so Camp C, dude, there's some crazy Russell's picks out there that just went this bizarre profile that's not normal, and I love them.
Yeah. But they're not.
Cheers, William Hall. What's that, Roger?
It's been the 300 bones. It better be damn good, and just because it has Jimmy Russell's signature on it doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I know the market bears it, right? Because people are obviously paying it.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I just have a hard time. Like, it's got to be, for me, it's got to be something very, very special. And I can't see a Wild Turkey Rickhouse being that special. Like, I just don't, not if it's in a batch either, right? To me, if it's $300, I'm expecting it to be from a single barrel because something magic happened with that barrel and that juice, and there's only 150 bottles, right? Like then I can go, okay, I could see paying it. But if you're giving me a small batch of something that's got 5, 6, 7, 11, 1,200 bottles, hell no, is it worth $300? Yeah, so I opened one earlier. This one is Camp Nelson East, floor 4. I just opened it, actually, and pretty good. Oh, look at that. The Moose says he still has a sexual chocolate unopened. Well, cheers to that, buddy.
Mm.
That'll be a good one to pull out in a year or 2 or 3 or something and go, oh, shit. You know what's crazy is those bottles. I was able to get those bottles so cheap. Like we were able to get them to you guys, I think, for like $60. And you can't touch those things for under 75 now.
If I remember right, you said that was a really good winter pour.
It is. It's a very good winter pour, yeah. Hey, Moose, I wore my Moose shirt to work today, too, in honor of the Moose being loose. So, recap, Booker's 2023-03, Mighty Fine Batch. Very good. Very, very good. Doesn't pass up Kentucky Tea for me, but it's right there in the pocket. It's more similar to the Hardens Creek Jacob's Well. Oh yeah, Kentucky Tea.
Light it up for you, huh?
Oh man, it's so good. I don't know what it is about that bottle, but I just love it.
See, I like the pinkies just because of that cinnamon on it. It just cinnamon bomb. It fires at the palate right at the beginning, and when you're first drink, and it holds.
Yeah.
Man, it's just lasting for a long time.
Huh. So if that's a question, William Hall, I would say no, I don't regret that. I wouldn't regret that at all. I love Joseph Magnus. I love Nancy Fraley. She's not in control of the fact that damn thing's sitting there at 350. It's supposed to be at 180. Mm-hmm. It's a good bottle. At 180, it's on the high side for me. It's still fantastic. But unfortunately, I released a single barrel of cognac finished bourbon that to me is just as good and is a third the price retail and 5 times the price, less than the secondary on the Joseph Magnus. So it's a real hard one for me to. My wife's looking at me through the window and showing me her boobs. That's great. Yeah, I just can't. It's such a hard gap for me to cover and feel like I got a good. It's a good bottle, and if you don't have one, and you see one, I would say, and you're a bourbon aficionado and you want that on your shelf, I would have no problem paying it, once. I definitely wouldn't do it a second time. But once, it'd be worth having because when people come over, you can pull it down and they go, oh, it is a great experience. I mean, Nancy is a legend, no doubt about it. Her blending ability is second to none. She's done it, almost over 200 times she's done it now, made batches. We were just happened to be lucky enough to get a really good cognac finished bourbon barrel. But I couldn't replicate that, right? Because I had nothing to do with it to begin with, right? It was just happened to stumble on the barrel. So, but I still find it hard for me to pay $300 for a Magnus cigar blend. To me, it's unfathomable just because I've got Friday at Fred's, right?
Yeah, what I think is funny is that the two base Joseph Magnuses, those are getting really, really cheap because people are have to buy so many of those so they can get those. And I got a bottle of the triple cask for $89.99.
Dude, and that was a great bottle at that price.
Yeah, it's a great bottle. I was like, I buy it at that. But on that trip I was down in Kentucky, I saw it on the shelves just about everywhere you went. The Murray Hill Club and the triple cask. You saw it everywhere. Just
triple cask is, I think at that $80 range, that's a great buy. I think that's a great bottle at that price.
Yeah.
So drinking the E.H. Taylor rye. I hope you guys are sitting out by the fire. I would be sitting by the fire, but then I'd be burning the camera up. So my fire is literally right behind my computer. But it is nice enough I sat outside. I tell you, it's a beautiful night. Eric, they do. I don't know how regular it is. I know that Tyrus is always kind of playing with some different stuff. He's you meet him and you kind of think he's a bit of a clown, right? Because he's this young kid who obviously is very much into the herbal burning life. So he's very chill, very relaxed, but he's genius, man. I mean, what this kid's doing, he's really magnificent at putting and understanding what he's pulling out of the barrel and, and where he wants to put it, where he wants it to go. So I've been super impressed with his ability to do that. I will say there's a lot of inconsistency, and the inconsistency is they don't have a regular supply of finishing barrels. So for instance, when I went and picked Friday at Fred's, there were 6 total cognac barrels, and Fred's was head and shoulders above the rest of them. Port Night Rises, there was 4 other port barrels he had going. Port Night Rises was head and shoulders above the others for me. So he does have a lot of finished stuff. You can find it, but it typically stays. It typically stays in the Chicago area.
Mm-hmm. I'll say.
You can find it elsewhere, but I think typically it stays there. So.
We're gonna do.
Oh, you guys are in Missouri. Say that again.
Their label.
Yeah, so now it's got that gray with the stars. That's a huge help. And so actually, little unknown fact, the Port Night Rises, if you look at that label, you look at the tater sticker that I created, it was very, very specific, very pointed to the fact that was the last single barrel Jepson's to come out with the old label. And it references it on the tater sticker. If you look at it, you can tell. Because the headline of that, what looks like to be a movie poster, says, what is it? Something has to come to an end. All good stories come to an end, or every legend has an end, or something like that. And it was basically in reference to the fact that was no longer going to be the label on that bottle, which to me was kind of cool, right? Because it looks dorky. It looks like this is cheap garbage. Like, what the hell is this shit? And then you drink it and you're like, holy moly, what was this? So I love that about it. But
they got to differentiate themselves from Relort.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to change it up from that.
That's always what I knew Jepson from until Friday at Fred's.
Yeah, a lot of people, it was funny when I first released those, a lot of people were apprehensive because they're like, what? I'm like, look, just trust me, man. This shit is so good. And they're like, but it's Malort. I'm like, no, it's not. It's not Malort.
Yeah, you had to convince me when I came over and first tried it. I was like, Jepson.
Yeah.
It looks like Top Dog's somewhere in Missouri.
Yeah. It's pronounced misery.
I know. Hey, I know. I live here in Missouri, so.
Yeah, you're in Missouri.
It's better than Illinois.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Well, that's cool. Top Dog, what the heck are you guys doing there? Just a little weekend getaway? Those two are so awesome. Like, when I went to their house, well, I'll back up. When I met them really for the first time, it was at their condo or their apartment or whatever the hell that was in Chicago. And just amazing, like just amazing people. They're super nice, very supportive of what I'm doing, and just good people in general. So you go there to Chicago and I get to meet him, and I know he likes those Russell's picks a lot. So I had gotten a recent pick from from the store that I get a lot of the single barrels that I pick. I run them through that store, and the guy that runs it's named Amon, and he has an unbelievably good palate. So he had a Russell's pick that was, at the time, the best one I'd ever had by far. And he's like, oh, yeah, I really like Russell's pick. So I gave him that Russell's. I was like, oh, well, hey, I just happened to get this Russell's. And we've been really good friends. And yeah, I can't thank those two enough for being such good people. Clarksville? What the hell's in Clarksville, Missouri? Oh, you got a wedding to go to. Gotcha. You're finally going to make an honest woman out of her. It's about damn time. It's about damn time, John.
Yeah.
So, Roger, when are you leaving for Poland?
Leaving Friday.
Okay. And how long are you going to be there?
Probably a week and a half, something like that.
Okay.
Can't go too long because wife's needed back at her office, but she's got an office over there. We've got to go over and she's got to do some audit stuff, individually or audit stuff.
So. All right.
But I'm just interested in the fact that the government needs to stay at work, stay working.
Yeah, no kidding. That's wild, isn't it? It's just, it's always I don't know, man. It's just, we're so inundated with this crap. It just needs to stop. Just need to get back to being a country that wants to progress and move forward. Right?
Yeah.
Keep making it better.
You had a senator from the state of California that, passed away in office, and they spent the day doing all that. So I don't know.
I spent 35 years in government. I've seen the massive changes over those 35 years, so happy to be out of it.
Yeah, we've lost touch with one another. That's for sure. And again, that's a real big kind of motivator for me in general, for story time, right? Is I just wanted to connect back to people because I just felt like we lost with everything that's going on. We've lost sight of the relationship piece of life. It's like me and my wife and my kids, and the rest of you can go fuck off. It's like, no, that's not the way it is, man. It's like we're all in this shit together. Nobody gets out alive, so we might as well make the best of it while we can.
Yeah, for the first time also, I moved 2 years ago. I've never been in a neighborhood. So now I'm in a neighborhood, and in 2 years, I've met one neighbor. I've talked to one neighbor once.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Didn't used to be that way, right? You used to have neighborhood cookouts or potlucks, all that shit. None of that shit's going on. I mean, COVID fucked us all over with that. But no one's reaching back out. I'm sure there are. I'm sure there's pockets of it here and there. At least by God, I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
Because I'll tell you, like here where I live, there's, I don't know, half a dozen houses on my side of the street and 4 or 5 on the other. And we're all, 5-acre type lots. And before COVID, I was told that they used to always, they'd have cookouts and stuff and get together. I got this bar with all this stuff. And you'd think we'd host, but man, we moved in 2020, right in the height of all the bullshit. And I've talked to the one neighbor next door probably a half a dozen times in 3 years. And I've talked to the guy on this side once.
Yeah, I was closer to my neighbors when I lived kind of like in a neighborhood like yours where we all had 5 or more acres.
Yeah. Ooh, that blend's pretty good.
Yeah, I moved into an older community.
Oh, that's what you live in now? Is an older community?
Jane, and I met all the neighbors like the first week, and when we had the first storm, I was out there helping them with stuff, and it's got an HOA, so they clean their driveways and everything. But most of them won't come out once it gets cold, and I just go over and check on them, make sure they're okay. And
That's my first time in the HOA, so that's definitely different.
Oh yeah,
yeah. We left an HOA in South Florida, and I am so glad. I hate HOAs, but they serve a purpose, and I can respect and appreciate when I did live in one. It was nice, but I absolutely love the fact I don't have to deal with any of that now.
Nice. I haven't had to experience the nightmares that I've heard from others. So.
Oh yeah,
they've been actually fairly decent.
So hey, real quick, I'm not planning on necessarily stopping or anything, but I do want to let everyone know. I think at 8:35, Mash and Metal or Whiskey Wars. I think it's Whiskey Wars is what he's going on, but Sean is going live, and I think he's going to have bourbon over there. So.
Yeah, it should be Whiskey Wars first and then Mash and Metal.
Yeah. So Top Dog's offered to send over his neighbor. Hey, I'm not going to badmouth Brian. I like Brian. Brian's a good dude, man. Anybody could live next to John. Okay in my book. Man, yeah, that's actually, that blend is fantastic. So I just put the Kentucky tea and the what is this called? One fine batch or mighty fine batch?
Mighty fine batch.
Yeah, mighty fine batch. Oh man, that's good.
I don't know what to get next.
Well, I'll join you, even though I'm not technically done with these. Let's make it a good one, though. Or Roger, we can go to chat. We've got about 15 people here. We can go to chat and see what they recommend.
Yeah.
All right. So any recommendations? Chat, speak up or forever shut up. October 14th, Ernest.
What is that?
It is a Saturday. And on that Saturday at Moose and Brew, that's right, baby.
Yeah.
And Perpetual Groove is going to be opening up for him.
Nice.
That's going to be a fantastic show. I think it's like $25. It's nothing.
Nothing. Get a ticket.
It's nothing.
How about C922?
922?
Yeah.
All right. Let me go get a glass and a bottle.
Roger froze and dropped.
Uh-oh. Roger kicked himself off. You gotta watch that Missouri internet, man. It'll get you.
I think it's a computer. I jumped on the old laptop, and I'm wondering if that was a good idea. Might have to switch to the iPad.
Yeah, Steve, you're not wrong. This was, to me, and again, another big inspiration for Storytime. This community was like a shining beacon in the middle of a real big shitstorm.
Yeah, back then, I was mostly into beer, and we used to do a virtual beer garden every Friday night on Zoom. And by the end of the year, we had probably about 35 states and 20 countries represented at virtual beer garden.
Cheers.
Cheers, my man. Ooh. Ooh, that nose is good.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Elijah Craig I have right now is B518.
Oh, wow, that's all? You son
That's
of a
all.
bitch. That son of, you know what? If that's all you got, you just don't deserve to be on this stream. I'm just going to throw that out there right now. Eric, yes.
That's right. You gave it to me.
Oh, man. Why haven't I been drinking this one? This is a Roger, good call. So good. Hey, Jeffrey Wax. What the heck, man? Congratulations on an amazing week. You guys putting that all together for Darrell, just absolutely epic and legendary. Just legendary.
I hated I missed that recording that night.
Just absolutely epic. No problem, dude. I need to know who I'm sending that to. Unfortunately, I had to take off, so I don't know who won it. A lot of people saying hey to us. See, Jeff, man, you're just a love dude, man. Everyone knows you're genuine. Oh, my God, dude. This is like vanilla for days. Do you get vanilla on yours, Roger?
Yes.
First, I thought you said vanilla.
Yeah, Milli Vanilli. That's what I said. It's fake whiskey.
Hey, Shane, I'm switching over to my other device.
Okay. Oh, Oyson won it? That's freaking awesome. Well, I'd be glad anybody won it. Oyson specifically, I love that guy. Such a good dude. Uh-oh. We have an infiltrator. What's up, dude?
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good. Oh, we're doing better now.
I'm in this common area in this gigantic house, so I'll try to be quiet.
Is there a bunch of people in there with you? Is this like a hostel? Are you and Renee in a hostel right now?
I don't know where we are. We're on some overlook farm. There's nothing out in this area.
Oh, you're a bed and breakfast.
Yeah. You're
close to the river.
Yeah, we went to a bar and had dinner tonight, which I was surprised. Everybody in there was smoking. Couldn't see 2 feet in front of us.
Holy shit. In the bar.
Well, Shane, if I showed you this town, I mean, the nearest restaurant 19 miles away or something.
Say something.
I thought I'd wake up on Saturday and go look for, package stores and all that. There is nothing around here.
Oh, no.
At all.
You got to cross the river, or you got to go north, or you got to go south.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, wow.
I would suggest north. Hannibal's better than any of them. So
right. I mean, I came over the bridge into St. Louis, and what was that, Route 70 I was on, and then just took an exit, and it was just like, wait a minute, everything just went level and all farms.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you went up to Troy.
Go ahead, Roger.
I was saying you went up to Troy, Missouri, and all that area.
I think so, yeah. But I mean, the wedding tomorrow is 200 plus people, and we've seen pictures of where it's at, and it's beautiful. I just don't know where everybody else is staying.
Hey, you believe in karma, Mr. Peets?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard, but let me tell you about how karma works. You know how Mrs. Peets received a bottle of Kingslayer?
Yes.
And it was kind of the last bottle in existence, really, as far as I knew.
Yep, I heard you got them all from your brother-in-law.
Yeah, my cousin. Yep. I got a full one and an open one that's only got a couple pours out of it. So dude, that's karma, right? Comes back tenfold or whatever. Yeah,
exactly. When
I'm
you said
so
that,
excited.
that's what I was going to say. I should have one of every one of your releases. Multiple
Well,
of the
if you don't-
twins, multiple
Yep.
of Fred's, multiple of Port Night. I don't know if I have multiple of Port Night Rising now.
You do have another Fred's coming though, by the way.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, that's coming. Doug and the crew signed a bottle and wanted me to send that over to you.
Oh, nice.
And they did it forever ago, and I've just been shitty about because it's down here on the bar. It's not up in my area, so I always forget to send it. I know you're not short on whiskey, so
No,
but I do have your bottle, and it's not going anywhere.
And don't forget, I still need an empty of theirs that we talked about.
Oh, dude, don't you worry, I got plenty of
That
that.
is done.
Yeah, so whenever you do it, make sure you put an empty in it because I need it before Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, we can send you some empties.
Yeah, dude. A tank load of those I can send you.
got a Big Vic has been on a roll sending me a lot of good empties. He just sent me a whole Weller 107s and Weller 12-year empties and a couple stags. So
I gotta finish. I got about this much left in my 2020 stag, and then I've got a matching 2020 stag bottle. I want you to make a set of lamps out of it.
And that'll be
I
for
wanted
you.
to get it to you before Adriana's thing, but it just didn't work out. I didn't have this one empty in time.
Right. Well, I put for most of the fundraisers, I'm always going to put Blanton's bottles if I have them.
Makes
sense. Everybody
loves.
They love that little horsey. They love the tag on it, which works out good.
It's actually a cute little lamp too. That bottle works out to be a real cute little lamp.
Yep, I agree.
Hey.
Hey, you need to figure out what you're going to do here, Roger.
I'm getting it to work. This is just. I had to move to the other device, and I had to move it to Safari as opposed to doing it off YouTube. Otherwise, I was getting blasted out in here.
Yeah,
it's loud.
So again, 8:35 in 2 minutes. Whiskey Wars is going live. I think it's a blind battle, or maybe it's just samples. Him and Ben are just going through some samples. I don't know what it is that they're doing over there, but if you guys want to go over and watch Two Idiots Be Idiots, that's a good place to go watch it rather than watching Four Idiots Be Idiots. Your choice, whatever you prefer.
or Three Idiots again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here.
Four.
No, he's still an idiot.
I'm still an idiot.
I'll be back on for Mash and Metal though.
Mm-hmm.
Shane, this is really good.
Dude, I forgot how good this is. 9.20, and maybe it's because it's been sitting.
Yeah.
But holy shit, the vanilla in that is so good. Like, it's a very pronounced vanilla.
It's really good.
I'm really enjoying this Taylor Rye.
That is a solid bottle, isn't it?
That is.
Yep. And, I don't know if you guys remember, I think it was last year, there was this buzz going around the internet. They were coming out with a barrel-proof rye. And there was like pictures of cases on pallets, and it was all getting shipped out, but it never showed up. So it had to be like some fucking hoax, but damn, it looked real. And I would have been all over that. Because the regular rye at 100 proof is fabulous. It's absolutely fabulous.
I heard it got stolen by the Chinese.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
It got filled by Justin's House of Bourbon.
He went there.
I still can't believe that story, how they're still going after those guys.
Yeah, TTB's got to go after somebody. I mean, they got to make an example. I'll tell you.
Now they're going after them just for little stickers.
It's Kentucky.
That they didn't put on the bottle. So they're clear of everything else except those vintage stickers.
Yeah, it's the state of Kentucky that's going to shut them down.
Right, because of those little stickers. Because they're supposed to, when they take in a bottle and buy it, they're supposed to sticker it and send proof of purchase to the TPD or wherever they send it to. And they just weren't putting those stickers on that say vintage on it.
North Carolina ALE is a stickler for.
And to the point, what's a vintage?
It doesn't. None of that matters. What matters is there's a dollar amount associated with that activity, and if the state's not realizing it, they're pissed.
They're right. Well, they talked about it Monday. They're gonna or at the end of the month they're pulling their licenses. That's at least the scuttlebutt. But I gotta imagine their lawyers are trying to work out something.
Right.
Man.
You know what? Somebody, I forget which channel I was watching. He was saying you can legally ship a machine gun to somebody, but cannot legally ship a sample or a bottle to somebody.
That's right.
Yep.
Which is crazy. Because there's there's ways to send firearms, but there's no ways to ship alcohol.
Yep. It's all because of the tax structure.
Yep.
They don't want alcohol crossing state lines without everyone getting a piece of the pie when it happens.
Right. But we'll send the machine gun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
For sure.
We have our priorities.
We got priorities.
That goes back to prohibition.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it goes back to the mafia. The mafia is one that instituted that whole mindset. Very territorial, and then it inundated itself in legislation in every state because these guys all put. That's why there's the 3-tier system. It's all mafia related, and that's why
year they continue to loosen up with legislation. So
they're trying, but it's the problem is there's so much money being made at that distribution level that they have. I mean, they're just pouring money into lobbyists to keep it going. And I'll tell you right now, distribution is the biggest motherfucker in this whole business. Like that is the hardest piece to deal with. It's not making it, and it's not retail. It's the distribution guys, because they don't give a shit. They don't want to work. They don't care to work. They've got every one of them's loaded up. And
that's
the way
alcohol as a whole too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. It's beer. It's wine. It's all of it. It all falls in it, and they don't have to do anything, and they just sit there and print money. Now, you got to ask yourself, okay, why isn't everyone doing it? Well, there's a barrier to entry, and the barrier to entry is for me to get a distribution license. To just get the distribution license is $20,000.
Yeah.
Every year. Every year you got to pay $20,000. Tell me that's not a racket.
Wow. And that would be you hand delivering it to your stores.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So I was somebody like you. I mean, what I understand is a lot of guys, these not home brewers, but microbrew places hand delivered to restaurants and all that. Do they have to pay that?
There's certain provisions. No, they have to have a special manufacturer's license. There's a piece that allows them to do that.
But
and then it's all dependent on the state. It all depends on the state.
They used to have to pay. But that's another one of those legislations that came up in the last decade.
Yeah, they said if you're a manufacturer, then you buy this extra little add-on to your license, and we'll let you sell at your own restaurant. But you have to sell above retail, and it's like there's all these little caveats they put in there. So the advantage always stays with distribution. I mean, those guys are making all the money in this whole thing.
What if there's a loophole if you call yourself a farm?
The only loophole is you can sell on premise, but you still have to. It's an additional license involved.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
license for everything.
And I think it's also with hard alcohol. It's a certain proof that they do, because I know with wine you can do direct to consumer, and some of the beers can do direct to consumer, but not all. But
well, I've been to farmers markets where they sold alcohol. That's why I was asking that.
Yeah, you can get special permits, like 1-day permits or whatever.
But it also varies from state to state.
100%. 100% it does. So I'm gonna share a little thing that's going on. So what's going on with Storytime, which is really cool. I was approached by my barrel broker last week, and he said, "Hey, I've got a group who's trying to get rid of a bunch of barrels. It's 6.5-year-old MGP, so it's 21% rye MGP bourbon. It's 6.5 years, and they want to get rid of a whole lot because they're trying to raise capital to get into a new facility and get a new still put in. And he says, I think you can put in a pretty good offer and probably secure it. So it's 371 barrels.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's a lot of barrels. So for me, if I lay that out in my business plan for Crooners, which is the commercial side, that's a little over 3 years worth of whiskey. If I hit all my targets in my business plan, right. And actually those are pretty conservative, so I would expect that's probably like 2 years. But anyway, I digress. The point is, the average rate right now for a 6.5-year bourbon like that, especially being Indiana, it's a little lower. It's around 4,000 to 4,300. So I put in an offer of 2,600, right, which is way below market.
Yep.
They accepted.
Wow.
So now the race is on for me to get funding. I got 45 days to secure funding to make that transaction happen. If I get that done, then Crooners is a reality in short order. And I've already got 50 barrels sold. Even if I don't sell a single bottle of whiskey, I've got 50 barrels sold, right, to another distillery that's a well-known distillery. They said, oh, well, we buy them at like 2,800 to 3,000. So I'm kind of navigating some funny stuff right now, but it's exciting. It's scary at the same time. It's $1 million PO that I issued.
Yep.
That now I've got to secure it. But if any of you had that 6+ year MGP, that's where it starts getting magical. And to get 370 barrels of that to start the commercial brand is a big deal. That's a really big deal.
Hell yeah.
So keep your fingers crossed.
What's
if you have $1 million bucks,
What's the transport on that? I mean, is it big distance away from you, or is it?
It's at MGP, and they'll stay there until I'm ready to bottle. So okay. I've got a distillery that I work with who did the old Dragon Bones with me, which is Backbone Bourbon there in Indianapolis, and specifically 8th Day Distilling handles all his bottling and stuff. So we worked out, that's probably I'll be running those barrels through there when it's time to bottle them. So yeah, a lot of big stuff happening, and hopefully it all comes to pass. Now I just got to work out all the details.
Wow. You're not sleeping too much.
No, not at all. I mean, that's a big commitment, but it is, and especially in today's market, that is such a unique opportunity to get those barrels at that age, at that price.
Right.
Like, that is extremely rare. It happened to be right place, right time kind of thing. And so I went ahead and issued the PO. So they're locked. They're locked. I just now have that 45-day window. I've got to secure funding.
Wow.
Yes. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, I would love to get Crooners at this rate. That'd put me having bottles on everywhere pretty much that I would start off, which would be probably California, New York, Kentucky. Hey, James Taylor, cheers, buddy. South Carolina, because that's the home state.
Yep.
And probably I think Tennessee is relatively easy to deal with too to get in. So those would be the initial stage. I'd like to see that happen like beginning of middle of second quarter next year if everything happens.
Wow. Yeah, because then you'll have to raise funds to buy glass.
Yeah. Oh, I do have the bottles. Let me show you that.
Oh yeah, these are nice.
So I got the bottles in, or a bottle in, I should say. So it's it's slightly rounded. It's a heavy bottom, rounded top. It's not this cork. This is just a cork I put in it. It'll be a normal cork. because I put C920 in it. I couldn't have a bottle like this and not have whiskey in it, so I had to put an old C920 in it. But I love the shape of this bottle. This is exactly what we envisioned when Chris originally put the label together and all that. So super excited.
Is that a wide mouth with a turkey cork in it?
No, it's a JD single barrel cork.
Okay. Which is still a large cork.
It is. Yeah. It's a 31 millimeter.
Yep.
And that's what she said.
Yes, you're right.
Sorry, it had to be said one time, you know?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, it sounds like we might have a bottling party somewhere. We're pressing corks.
Yeah, for sure. For sure we will, right?
Yeah, I've done wine before, and where you hand cork the wine, and
right.
That is difficult. The bottles are a little easier because it did but if you do it on a line, it goes real quick. But if you're hand doing it, it's a lot of fun.
Right. What's up, dudes? My son just walked out here.
The new bottle?
No, this is the new one.
As I say, you alcoholic.
He pulls up this bottle. He knew I just got this one today. See how full it is. He pulled this one up and he goes, "That's a bottle you just got?"
Easy.
What'd you guys do?
I was just showing him Factorio.
Oh, what'd you think? It's like a logic game, man. You got to sit down and you got to really.
It's like that's for the engineers right there.
Yeah, it is. It's an engineer's game. We had some people over tonight. All right, how many? Three people over tonight before the stream. They actually left right before we went live, so it was kind of cool. Some guys from work came over.
Cool.
I recruited some whiskey lovers from work.
There you go.
Burden.
That's called spreading the addiction.
Yes, right. Hey, misery loves company, my friend. Misery loves company.
True. It does.
Perfect. I give you Exhibit A.
How are you streaming and I'm the one wearing the company shirt?
I'm wearing the local liquor store shirt. That's because my guy, he calls me up today. He's like, or no, I called him, didn't I? I called him.
Yeah, you did.
And then he called me back. And he's like, "Yeah, I got a Booker's in for you, and I got this Redbreast Tawny Port." So I go in there and I walk out with 2 bottles, and my son's like, "Well, this guy's like holding all these special bottles for you." I'm like, "Well, you build those relationships, and that's kind of how that works, right?"
Yeah.
He had a bunch of stuff go through this week. He had the new little book, the Parker's Heritage Rye.
I might go home.
Gotcha. It is pretty late.
And what else did he have? A Michter's Toasted Rye. Saw that go through, and he got a case of Booker's in today. So, and he's supposedly got a Parker Heritage Double Oak at his house for me. So I hope that works out, because that is a fantastic bottle. If you haven't had that one.
So I bought a game.
Oh, what'd you buy?
Sekiro.
What?
Sekiro. Dark Souls type game.
Oh, okay.
It's a painful $60.
Yes, Steve Burkow, I did try it. I'll go get it now, and we'll talk about it. The Redbreast Tawny Port.
Oh.
Yeah, I was looking at that one the other night.
Oh, looks like Top Dog's sprinkler head.
All over.
He's fallen and he can't get up.
John, come back, John.
Mike, call for help.
Hey, Bobby. What's up, man? Dude, I saw this thing pop up about the old Dragon Bones. I was like, oh, man, it's going to pop on at 3:45 today. No, it's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
I'm like, dude, that's giving me some heads up. Thanks. So here you go, Burkow. So it's the cask edition. I thought it was cask strength. I was mistaken. It is not cask strength.
Misled.
Yeah. It says sweet confectionery notes, orange zest with hazelnut and dried cherry. Coming in at a 92 proof.
Wow.
It's not age stated. It does say that it was in the tawny port barrel for like 9 months, but it doesn't say anything about the age of the actual whiskey.
Dad,
What?
Dick's dipping.
Oh, hey. I got a guy leaving. Okay. See you, brother. Thanks for coming by. Oh, no, we good.
Top Dog just got up off the floor. You okay, Top Dog?
Okay, John's okay.
I went and got a refill.
It's your call. It's your birthday. So we
Don't
got to
feel
go.
over.
I'm not drinking that much. I just put the phone down and ran to get more.
Ah, okay.
I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Monday. All right.
On a full
When's your birthday? What day is it?
7.
What day?
It's like I've seen that view before.
No.
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
What day?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, October 7th. I'm like, yes, the day of the week. Which one is it?
October 7th.
Yeah. All right. So he's turning 21 next Saturday.
Oh boy.
So we may have to do a little live stream and see a guy get slammered for the first time in his life.
Initiate.
Yeah, we're gonna do it right.
And we're gonna give you like dragon bones or something.
Oh yeah, he'll get lifted. But anyway, awesome. Drive safe, buddy.
We're not with dragon bones.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Anytime.
For everything. You guys have a good night.
You too, buddy.
Yeah, we should have some Everclear if he's gonna take little sips.
Yeah, we can do that. Oh yeah, so the Culebra video. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw
Tomorrow,
that.
3:45 Eastern, I think.
All right, I'm gonna go to my room, play some pad.
All right, buddy. Love you.
What you mean?
All right, so Redbreast again. This is Redbreast, the cask edition, Tawny Port cask edition. I really loved it when I drank it earlier. So, Tater Dom, love you, brother. So glad to see you here. Bobby, J Wag, man, all you guys. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out on a Friday.
Anytime, bud.
Especially you guys on stream. You're the bestest.
We try to be.
Although, where's your better half? Is she over there looking at you with some funky looks right now? Like, what are you doing?
No, she's in the bedroom. She was going to make call her parents and all that. So I said, well, I'm going to go. We were playing marbles. And I said, well, I'm going to go jump on the live stream for her.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I owe you guys a visit, man. I got to get over there soon. I'll miss you too much.
Your bedroom's 100% changed.
Oh, no. What'd you do?
It has a whole couch in there now.
Oh, shit.
By the end of the week, you'll have a TV. If you go in the other room, it has a sleep number bed.
Well, shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
Yep.
he
So
might
that
not
means
leave, Top Dog.
I'll just go grab some bottles from downstairs and take them upstairs and just make a weekend of it.
Yep. So you have COVID and have to stay there for 7 days.
Yeah, that's what I'll have to do. I'll have to come over and then start coughing and be like,
I'll go upstairs.
That's right. I'll be upstairs. Can you bring me up some whiskey?
Slip it under the door.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my wife's coming down with something, I guess. He's sniffling. So she comes in and she heads straight for Friday at Fred's. And I'm like, oh, whoa.
Whoa. Yeah, whoa. That's too low of a proof. Get something higher.
Yeah. And now we're in divorce proceedings.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I didn't really think that I would sell. I didn't think that would sell out because there were so many bottles of that. So shocked that fucking thing sold out. It is a great bottle. It should have sold out, but I just was shocked that it did.
Well, I
Fred
told you,
drunk
too many
half of
people
it.
get samples out. That's what it was. Too many people got samples of it, and that's why they didn't have to buy a bottle.
UPS got a big sample too.
Oh, yeah, from Fred. Yeah. That bottle I shipped to Fred busted. Or
Yes.
leaked. It didn't bust. It just
Getting
leaked.
low.
Yeah, man. God, that's sad. I'll tell you what, though, and I hate it. I hate that I'm this way because I'm very passionate in general. And when I find good stuff and I go, oh, this is a thing that I can release to the Authors Guild, and I'm really excited about it, I get really excited. So temper that with what you will. But I will tell you, that Culebra, if you liked Old Dragon Bones, oh my God, that Culebra is just, it's like another level. That sherry finish is just the perfect finish for that freaking mash bill. It's so good.
Yeah, I can't wait.
It's so good.
I can't wait to bring it to Tennessee Breakfast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited about that.
And it's again, with it not being hazmat, I was hopeful that it was going to be. It wasn't. And that's fine, just because I thought that fell more in the dragon theme. Yeah. But it's still 134 proof, and it just drinks so good, man. So yeah, I guess I'm excited to see what Bobby thought. I've never seen Bobby really do much on the rye side, so I'm kind of curious to see what he thinks about a rye like that, because it's very rye, very rye.
See, I think the opposite. I mean, I really enjoyed it. It was just, it drank below its proof. The 148 did. Yeah. It drank below its proof. The 147 drank its proof, and I believe, but the 148 drank below.
Yeah, I think on the third sip on the 147, to me it levels out. I feel like it drinks like a Knob Creek pick, like that 120 range. The 148 out on the outset, I think, drinks less. Correct. Yes, exactly. One of those. And then it gets smoother.
Yes.
If that's a word you can use. Yeah, dangerously smooth, because you're drinking a hazmat shit.
Right.
And you're like, oh, this is so good. And then it's tomorrow.
Yeah, you can't use the word smooth.
Maybe approachable, drinkable.
There we go, approachable.
Yeah. Yeah, Jake, it did. It really did tame down. And I'll tell you, again, I just can't. If you liked it, if you really liked Old Dragon Bones, you are going, in my opinion, I think you're going to love the Culebra. I just really do. And if not, if you're on the fence on it, let me know. I will gladly send out samples, because I'm telling you, you're gonna want it after you try a sample of that thing. And we got more coming. I got more variations, more finishes, another attempt at the original Old Dragon Bones, which is a double oaked number 3 char. We had a cognac going and was going to try and release that around Christmas, but the barrel started leaking. So I still might get the bottles out of it, but it's going to be like 4 cases. So that probably won't make it to the guild, because that will just piss a lot of people off, because not very many people will get it. Yeah, Burkow, that is a good comparison. So Found North, another great Canadian rye, or maybe even a Canadian bourbon. They kind of, Found North has done both types of mash bills. It falls in that same category, right? That 16, 17-year-old stuff. Yeah, this one's great.
How's that red breast after the 124.8?
Say that again?
I said, how's the red breast after that Elijah Craig at 124.8?
I mean, it's water. It's good. It's good. It's got a lot of flavor, and I'll tell you, the tawny really stands out. It doesn't overpower, but it does stand out. This is I mean, if you like the red breast thing, this is red breast. And then that tawny port comes in with a real nice kind of mid side palate finish. And then you get like that figgy, that fig note kind of or prunes, or that darker fruit. I don't like to say red fruit because I think most people think like apples, but it's darker than that. It's kind of that raisiny, pruny thing. It's really damn good. Yeah. Eric, good point, buddy. With you're close enough. I'm not shipping you shit. Your ass is going to come over here, and you can have all the samples you want in the bar. Man. Yeah, this is good. Like, it's rich. Steve, I hope you find it, buddy. This really is a unique bottle. He my local guy, he's like, hell, I got the Bookers, I got the blah, blah, blah. He's telling me all the bullshit he got. And he goes, oh, yeah, I got this one bottle too. And, I get in there and I'm like, oh, shit. I didn't know that was coming out already. And damn, is it good.
Yeah. My guy told me this week, he told me everything he got in, and I'm all excited. He goes, yeah, me and you got to line them up and get them all ready for the Christmas raffle. I'm like,
oh, you son of a bitch.
He says I have to help him. And I'm like, oh, man.
You'll touch them, but you won't be able to take them home.
That's right.
The back room of the store is shut down for me till the rest of the year, I think, as everything keeps coming in.
You know what, Steve? Flights are getting cheaper these days, and just going to throw that out there. You're always welcome, buddy. You are always welcome.
Don't have to pay for lodging.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Yeah, right.
Jake, you're going to make me go pour some ODB. I still have like 3 pours I haven't finished over here because you guys drink faster than I do, I guess.
Well, I'll let you know. I just pulled the Larceny A123.
Oh, that's such a good bottle, too.
Oh, I love that bottle. Did
you get into the 923 yet?
I have one. I don't have 2.
Did you get into it?
No, I have not. It's not here yet.
Son of a bitch.
My buddy's dealing with the budget shutdown for the federal government. He's kind of been stuck at the office.
Tell him, say, listen, there's priorities in life. And number one is fucking whiskey. So don't piss around with my damn whiskey.
I know, but he had to put his hand on the Bible and all that stuff. So he's one of those employees. Huh?
Oh, yeah. Is he like one they get furloughed or whatever the hell they call that, or not furloughed?
Well, he's figuring out the budget on how everything stays open, but nobody gets paid.
Yeah.
Services
Jake,
have to continue.
Yes, there seems to be more and more interest. More and more people are asking about it. So over the next week, I'm going to start putting all that together. It'll probably be like, I don't know. I'll put a poll out and kind of see what people think, where they want it to be. It'll either be before Thanksgiving or after, which would take us into December. I will tell you, South Carolina is beautiful that time of year. We can hang out just like I am right now. Super comfortable. I got a heated pool, so we'll get that going. But, yeah, we'll figure it out. I think John said he was coming. I need to get Pete's over here, John. You need to get over here.
I know. It was a quicker ride than coming here if I went to go visit you.
I've been to your house many times. I'm waiting on you to come here. Actually, we need to get that whole beer thing equipment set up, figured out, and then you can come help me get it set up and going.
Exactly. You got to pick it all up.
I can make that happen. I just need to know you're in. You know what I mean? Dude, let's see if I still got this. I got bit tonight by a mosquito. Looks like it's gone down. It looked like I had the biggest pimple on my head as I had to go grab a hat. That's how big it was.
One of those late season mosquitoes. They've been growing all summer. And
I guess, dude. I was just sitting here and I was like getting all the stuff set up, and then I just looked up in the Cameron's like, man, my head's itching. And I look up and there's like a fucking goose egg on my head. I'm like, Jesus, what the hell happened to my head? It's all good now. Burkow, 10 out of 10. Buy that bottle.
I'll pass on Red.
What's that?
I'll pass on Red Express.
Yeah, I know it's not your jam. It's got some coffee notes in there. Like I'm getting some coffee. Oh man, it's good. But now I'm gonna go cleanse my palate with some Old Dragon Bones.
All right, gentlemen, I'm gonna sign out. You guys have an excellent evening.
You two have a great weekend.
And we'll see you guys all on the next one.
Enjoy, John.
Please give Renee a big hug for me.
I'll try to. Well, if she doesn't kick me out of the house.
I know she doesn't let you get that close most of the time.
I don't get that close. All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right, you too, buddy. We'll see you.
We'll see you.
I'm going to go grab my Old Dragon Bones. I'll be right back. What's up, baby?
Is that what you're flying?
Yep. The Old Dragon Bone. I thought I had Old Dragon Bone.
Well, Ernest, did she take the whiskey and is she feeling better, or did she go to sleep?
Well, last I saw her, she had a bottle of NyQuil headed upstairs. So,
oh boy.
Well, NyQuil counts as liquor.
I guess the whiskey wasn't enough.
There you go.
I scared her. There you go.
There's the OG. Oh man.
Nothing like jumping 50 proof points.
Might as well.
You only live once.
That's right.
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, I'm online.
Oh, you're live.
Yeah.
I ain't popping in.
She doesn't want to jump on?
No. It was funny is she just made a comment. She goes, when I said Old Dragon Bone, she goes, oh, is that what you're calling your penis now? The Old Dragon Bone.
Yeah, I meant to tell Ryan before he hopped off because it was the director's birthday yesterday.
Oh, dude, she's been busy. They had Spirit Week at school.
Yeah.
It's just been like every night that lady's been busting her butt.
I think that's why she's not there tonight. She's celebrating her birthday tonight, I think.
No, she has a game.
Oh, she's got a game. Oh.
Yeah, there's a football game tonight. And it's Spirit Week, so it's going to be like homecoming.
Oh, geez, yeah. I remember those days.
Oh, yeah.
Got the locker decorated. Remember those? They decorated the locker.
Yeah, the big balloon arches and all that bullshit.
Yeah, they decorate up your locker, put your number on the locker.
Yep. What was your number?
22.
Mine was 42. That's been my number ever since. 42, man. The meaning of life.
It was always mine because of the birthday. Every sport, baseball, everything.
Yep. Well, we didn't have numbers in track, and we didn't have numbers in diving. So, yeah, I only got it in football. Oh, my gosh. That's such a good whiskey.
Smelling it's giving me heartburn.
I'll bet.
She said just smelling it's giving her heartburn.
Is there a bourbon she likes?
She likes Angel's Envy Rye.
Oh.
She likes some waffles. She liked Redwood Empire Lost Monarch, the Burr Rye.
I can see that.
Yep. And she likes some, I think you like Midwinter's Night, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, it's like Midwinter's Night. Port Finish Rye. It's a good one.
Yeah, we got here in St. Louis, we got a drop of all kinds of cask strength, bottle and bond, and the regular for them. So there's Pipe Dream on shelves for $69.99, and people were selling it on the secondary for $90. And I poo-pooed on a lot of people. I posted, "Hey, you can get it here for $69."
That's awesome.
It was great.
Yep.
They're probably going to kick
Undermine
me
that
out.
secondary, baby.
Yeah, they're going to kick me out.
James, how you been, man? I haven't seen you in a minute, and I haven't talked to you in a minute, so I hope you're doing well. So James lives up around Asheville.
Oh.
So he's relatively local to me. A couple hours anyway.
I got a brother.
There's no one more local than Ernest, though. Like, Ernest is the most local person I have in Whiskey Tube. And he's like, what are you, 10 minutes away?
Yeah, I got family in Asheville. A whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful area, man.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
Man. You forget, like going back to that 922, wow, that thing was amazing. Going back to this old Dragon Bones, wow, amazing. You forget when you got this, like, right, when you got all these really good bottles of whiskey, you really forget how good all of them really are, because they're all really good in their own right, and you can't take anything away from them. They're all just fabulous. Very fortunate. So, any pickups lately, Ernest?
No, not lately. Well, I did Calumet 15.
Okay. That's a 15?
14.
14.
Oh, 14. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are still around, believe it or not. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
My favorite Calumet's a 10.
Oh, yeah.
I've fallen in love with that 10. I don't know why, but it just...
I did not like the 14 at first, but after it's been now for weeks, opened up, it's much better.
I had a shop that was the guy that runs the shop. It's a wine shop, and he had this as like his kind of finished one, and I agreed with him. I thought it was really, really good. It's exactly 100 proof and 10 year, and it's really nice.
Yep.
Wow. I do like, I've got several Sam Houstons from a bunch of different states, and I really enjoy those. And those are all they're all that same mash bill, from that same kind of lot of barrels that made their way across the whiskey verse.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I tell your wife I saw a whole bunch of Angel's Envy barrels sitting in the rick house before they moved off to them so they could finish them. So
yeah, she hadn't had that before, and then the other day she was out here. It's been a while now, but she was out here, and I was like, "Well, here, try this one." And she, "Oh, I like that one." Yeah, I figured as much. It's like maple syrup.
Yeah, it's maple syrup.
Yeah.
What's the other one that's maple syrup barrels? Widow Jane Decadence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's maple syrup barrels. I don't know about that. But it's a lady's favorite. I can tell you that.
Nice, Taylor. Yeah, I could have grabbed a 107 today too, but I like to leave those because a lot of people don't find them, and they get really excited when they get them. And I've got some like stellar store picks up there that are just unbelievable. So I left the 107 behind, but yeah, if he had several, I would have bought one, because that's always a good bottle. I think 107 to me is probably the best out of the Weller lineup.
I would agree.
Friday, you're not wrong. Jake, how you liking that old Dragon Bones? I'll tell you what, I'm liking mine.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Too big a sip.
It happens.
I like this larceny. I haven't found a larceny since the 22s that I have not liked. A122, B522, C922.
Oh yeah.
And all the ones from this year I've liked. And I know I like the C923.
They just keep getting better.
Yeah.
It's like they're really coming into their own, and I'm really excited about it. I swear, I would absolutely love it if they would release like a 12-year larceny, barrel proof. That would be. I'd put that up against WLW.
I'm waiting for somebody to do a Old Fitz and B523 or C9.
The problem is the proof isn't there, right? So the Old Fitz is 100. So
right.
It just doesn't hold up. Like, it's not a fair fight. It's like racing a Escort against a fucking Lamborghini. It's not really a fair fight.
It's 4 times the price.
It is. You're not wrong. So maybe that's not.
Plethora of larceny around here.
Oh yeah, but they're always about a few versions back. Like I can still find shit tons of 522 and 523.
Yes.
I don't see hardly any A's or C's. So ones are third. You just don't see them.
Yeah, I got a few A123s. Like 5.
Yeah, wow. Dude, it's a great, absolute great bottle. Might be one of the most.
Walk in and somebody's got it at $59.99 and you're like,
yeah, and you know what it is. You're like, hell yes.
Somebody will want it at some point.
James, I will say this. The 12s have gotten really good. 2021, they were bad, I think. 2020, 2021, I didn't think they were that good. 2022, the Weller 12s really started getting good. But as far as consistency and price and availability, I don't think you can beat 107. It's, to me, you get that thing for $50, $55. It is just an absolute killer at $55. Whew.
I told you about the Y batch of the Elijah Craig, right?
Yes. Son of a bitch.
I'm sitting there going through that whole tasting of bottle your own, going, I'm going to get this bottle, I'm going to get this bottle. And they put the 723, Y723, a lot small batch from, out there. And I had tasted the last one. And I just fell in love. And I asked the girl, I go, can I please have another little touch? And she said, all right. They popped me a little extra touch. And that's the one I bottled. That was the one I bottled. I had to. It was just that good. I tell you what, when you walk into Heaven Hill, if you say hi to the ladies and you're really nice to them and, don't just come in and say, do you have this? Do you have this? They tend to open up a little bit more to you whenever you're at those places. Because they're so used to the people coming in just going,
Yeah, you got Pappy?
You got Pappy? Yeah.
You got Pappy? You got Blanton's? Yeah, it's that idea of connecting, right? It's that idea of having an actual human interaction.
Yeah. I remember the lady just said, well, whenever you're going to check out, you just wink at me and I'll take care of it. And I'm like, all right, I can do that.
Here's Roger over in the corner.
I tell you what, the last time we went there was with a buddy of mine. We went there on St. Patrick's Day. And the gal that was waiting at the front desk said I had a T-shirt on that said "Kiss me, I'm Irish." And we were like, we waited there and we're like, what? She said, what? We said, we're waiting for our kiss. We're gonna give you a kiss. She goes, you know, this won't get you anything else. I said, hey, you got the shirt on.
I'm good.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I haven't seen any stores around here that do samples since I moved down here.
Yeah, we don't have any in Missouri. They can't do it, except for a certain wine shop that it's not. They're not doing it, but.
Oh, Austin Nichols, man. Look, I've got an 80 proof wild turkey over there from 2018. Ooh. Nice. That shit is good as hell. I love that bottle. Austin Nichols, even better. That's a good start to the evening. I did not see that, Eric. That's crazy. Doesn't surprise me. The man's always trying to do crazy shit with his bottles, and hey, he's got disposable income. You can't fault him. He can do whatever he wants, and if he wants to smash his Pappy 15, which to me is way better than 20 or 23, but whatever. Yeah, if I was going to smash any of them, it'd be the 20 or the 23. Just saying.
I think the guy has a problem.
He's got a few backups. He's not hurting for whiskey, just like really any of us.
No, we're not. None of us are hurting.
Well, I'm not quite there yet.
Yeah, I got 6 bottles of old 2019 wild turkey that I got sitting around here.
So 2018 is the year you want, Roger.
I know, but it was available at $20 a bottle, and I went, I'll buy it.
Yeah. I mean, 2019 is good. Don't get me wrong. You didn't do wrong. But 2018 was a weird year because they were switching over to the Long Branch. And so all the 6 and 8 year shit went into Long Branch. And so all they had for the 101 and the other and the regular 80 proofer was this 10 to like, I think 13 or 10 to 14 year old shit. Ugh. So it's got this crazy old stuff in it, and you're getting it for, $18 a liter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was an accident.
Best thing that ever happened to wild turkey.
Yeah, I'm kind of wondering what's going on with wild turkey, because I told you when I went down there, they've talked about this new visitor experience.
Yeah.
The building where it was supposed to be being built, there was nothing there. And that's been over a year. And I'm like, I think they're moving, like everybody else, they're moving into downtown Louisville.
Yeah, Campari is definitely slow rolling the move. I don't know if you guys remember Kentucky Owl was supposed to be building a big theme park.
Yeah.
And I think that's been slow rolled now.
Yeah. I know Bardstown's got a new tasting room right on Main Drag, right there on Whiskey Row in Louisville.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. They're all building tasting rooms there in Louisville.
Yeah, there was like 3 other ones that were being built out, but Bardstown, the front door was open, and it was funny. The manager was in there trying to work on some stuff, and I just took a picture, and he comes out and goes, "I need to make sure that you're not going to put that on social media." And I'm like, okay, but it's just a bunch of boxes with a B on the wall. I don't know, but they're big. Again, they're spending a lot of money, and I mean, they produce bourbon for just about everybody between them and the Green River Distilling Plant.
And Wilderness Trail.
Yeah, I think they're up to 88 different mash bills. Is what
Wilderness Trail?
No, between Bardstown Bourbon Company
and Green River?
And Green River Distilling.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, man.
And Green River Distilling had 27 fermentation tanks.
Damn.
I was like, we kept walking through and doing the tour. I'm like, is this going to end? Now, again, they're not the size of anything that they have at Buffalo Trace, but the fact that they got 27 separate ones means they can run a lot of different shit going through there.
Yeah, it's the same at MGP. I can't remember how many they've got, but it's the same fucking thing. They've got I don't remember how many stills, but they're just cranking, man. They are just cranking all the time. That's why I was able to stumble on shit like a 6-year-old, lot of 300 barrels of, because it's, they need the rick space. And the cool thing about MGP is it's like $3 a month per barrel to keep there. Is that right? No, $3. Yeah, it's $3 a month. I think it's $30-some a year, essentially, to keep your barrel at MGP.
Wow, that's not bad at all.
Yep. Yeah, James, you're not wrong. Like, you want to know what U.S. business is about? There you go. Oban, knocking it out. 1 acre and 7 employees, and they make an amazing product. Amazing. Hey, I'm going to be right back. I got to go to the bathroom.
We'll let you do that.
Thank you.
Ernest is going to do a floor show here for you. There we go. Is that a photo enlarger next to you, Ernest?
What's that?
What's that next to you, that photographic?
Oh, yeah, this is just a table stand with a panel.
Oh, okay.
Take some products. Take photos down.
There we go.
My business. And I do a lot of music, photography, video production.
Yeah, my buddy out in California does a lot of that artwork and all the audio visual for all the bands and stuff out in Cali. And it's funny, he got it kind of slowed down with the pandemic, but then now it's like he can't keep up. He's making posters.
Oh, I know.
It's ridiculous.
I have right now. I think I have 8 videos that I need to finish editing and about 100 photos. Been doing a lot of shooting and not enough editing.
Yeah. You all right, Shane?
I am. I was my phone was blowing up, so I was checking it out. Oh man.
Yeah, my buddy he went out after he got off work and he took a pour of WLW, GTS, and what was the other one? He didn't list the other one, but I'm like, I'll just take the first 2 and I'll be okay.
Yeah, I'll be good for the night. Jake, good recommendation on the old Dragon Bones. Man, I hadn't drank it in a while. I mean, this one. So, man, that's so good.
Next time I'm over.
Yeah, you got to get into that one. We'll make sure we got lots of water and liquid IV available.
Yeah, liquid IV. That's what we need.
Yeah,
you get that Z-Biotics sponsorship.
Yeah, that too. I don't even need to get sponsored. I just need to get the product.
Yeah, there was somebody doing a commercial for Z-Biotic, and I love our YouTuber people, but when you know that he's not used to doing it, and it was like you could tell he was reading off a script, and it was kind of amusing, and I'm like, yeah. It makes me feel really good after I've been drinking. So you talk like a robot.
Yeah.
Try Z-Biotics now.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. That's what he did.
I like it, and you will too.
So I'm going to say it on here right now. Age Denor, if you want to just send me a few more glasses, I can take them because, I've got Age Denor glasses. And
Oh, I love Age Denor glasses. I'll tell you though,
I don't have any of those.
these Tikus, I love these little Tiku glasses. These things are great.
if I had a carrier for them, I'd do it. I'm
I'm
going
with
on
you.
this trip, and I'm going to load these bad boys up.
I used to have
Yep.
several stemmed Iku glasses, but hey, what? those
Yeah,
things break easy.
they were very common in the beer industry. Tiku
Yeah,
is a very common.
They break easy. I don't
But
think I have
these
any
are-
left.
These are great. They're squatty, but they're
Yeah.
wide mouth. I love them. I just
like
love it. It's a great little glass. And Roger, it only took like 7 months for Roger to get his glasses.
Yeah, that's all. And then Bardstown Bourbon Company gave me this. You ever
Oh,
seen
the Kentucky Trail bourbon glasses.
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
this is pretty nice.
I have a half brother who lives in Louisville. I didn't need to reconnect with him.
I got so many. I told you I had over 50 Glencairns, including the TVG one.
Right.
That earlier, but I went down there and ended up getting like a few more, of course, because I needed them,
Wait, you don't have a story time one, do you?
No, not yet, but I'm gonna have one.
You are going to have one. That's true.
I'm gonna have one.
So I owe a bunch of people story time Glens. I've got to get another order in.
Well, just force me to come down there in November.
Well, that'll work too, right?
I'll tell my wife, well, why do you gotta go out? Well, I gotta go pick up my Glencairn.
That's right.
Like,
I got to get
Gotta go
number
there.
63.
You don't
If I
understand.
don't have number 63, my collection's not complete.
Yeah, you don't understand. It took me 3 months to get this. I got to drive there to get the others.
That's right. That's right. Well, I will say this. You can bring your wife with you. Nothing's stopping you from that.
The only thing that would stop me from that is the fact that she's a high influential businesswoman, and getting away from office for that long would be.
That's what vacation's for, Roger.
Yeah, we're gonna use that all up.
Fair enough.
We've had a good middle of the year. We didn't use any, and now we're using it all up.
Well, good.
So
That's what it's for. It's meant to be used. It's not meant to be banked and bought and all
I
the
don't have to
bullshit.
worry about because I got permanent vacation. So
Yeah, I mean, most of us derelicts do.
Well, I say I always highly recommend retirement.
yeah, retirement's nice.
Best career decision you ever made. Well,
I've been
I
consulting.
would have been retired. I would have been, but I got divorced when I was 31.
Yeah.
That I would have been retired at 35.
But
I got divorced. I became instantly poor and I had to get it all straightened back out. Yep. So here I am. So now I'm 49. Hoping to retire in the next 5 years. And by retire, I mean do the distillery full time. Yeah, James did bring his wife. She didn't drink much whiskey, but I'm glad to know she had a good time. We had the Fred's crew here, and man, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Just hanging out and getting to know people, and yeah.
I was wanting to do that, but had little guy
Sherry and I-
here, and it would have been not a good thing.
Yeah.
And I retired at 52, so that's your target.
Okay, 52. So 3 years. Well, 2.5, technically. All right. Hey, I'll tell you what, if I can get all this worked out with crooners and I get these 300 barrels, I might be able to retire at 52.
There you go.
I don't think I could ever be truly retired.
Absolutely
No,
not.
no.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've always got to be. I'm too much of a creative. Like, whether it's music, whether it's woodworking, whether it's whatever. I've always kind of got to be doing something.
I'm more busy now than I was when I was.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I figured. But it's stuff you want to do. You wake up and you're
Absolutely.
like, I want to do this. I'm passionate about this. Yeah.
I don't have to get up at 7 a.m. and drive all the way into wherever. I get up, log onto the computer, and away it goes.
Actually, I do now have to get up to 7 because I have one left. Take this.
Another quick reminder, Whiskey Wars should still be going on, maybe. I'm not sure. Go check them out. And then I think he's going to follow up with Mash and Metal after that. But I'm going to wrap it up here in a minute. But before I do, first off, thank you guys so much for coming on. And thanks everybody for hanging out.
Yeah.
This truly is a pleasure to connect and share. It's amazing how quickly we can connect with people in this community, and it feels like we've known them forever. I've never met Roger in person, but I can assure you when I do, it'll be like my best friend that I haven't seen for a year or two, right? It's just the way that shit works. And so I love these opportunities to get to know more about you guys and for you guys to get to know more about me. Maybe you'll come back, maybe you won't. But anyway, I hope you all had a great week this week. And I hope you all have a great weekend. For me, this truly is a passion project. It goes way beyond these live streams and even these single barrel releases. It's a much bigger picture, and it truly is about this community and continuing to perpetuate its growth and encourage its growth, because I think it's such a great example of how the human condition really shines when put in some interesting situations like COVID put us in, right? So it really, to me, raised that human condition. So anyway, enough ranting on that. Love you guys. What do you got to say, Roger?
I got one
Whiskey
thing.
Wars is still going on.
I'd like to do a toast to Joe Haley's wife and her father, who is coming to the end of the trail, and she's dealing with a lot, and Joe's being there for her, which is the best thing he can be. And
absolutely
do a little toast, say a little prayer for him, and
please. Cheers.
Because he would have been here tonight, but I think he wanted to spend more time and just be there with
100%. I probably would have been pissed if he'd have been here tonight, knowing what we know. But anyway, this world's too crazy and life's too short. We got to take care of the people around us. So anyway, thanks again, guys. I'm going to go ahead and take us out. If you guys want to hang around for a minute, I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and jump over to Whiskey Wars.
Yeah, please do. And make sure you tell them I sent you. Hey, the best stories are shared with friends. And you guys are all my friends tonight. So thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you again real soon.